at high school today to put on a drug and alcohol awareness program for the students. We're here with Narconon, and we are very appreciative of what they're doing with our schools and our students that we work with. We work with several high schools and middle schools to bring programming that's going to encourage our students to do and be more. So our programming ranges from drug and alcohol awareness to self-esteem building to college prep work to career work. So today is our drug and alcohol awareness program, and we're very excited to have Narconon out, and we're about to get started. So thanks so much.
How many of y'all like music? Music's a big part of my life too. Big part of my life. I was a DJ for a long time, for about 7 years. And had a lot of opportunity thrown in my lap that I'm trying to keep this clean because I know we got teachers around here, so I apologize if I slipped just a little bit, okay? Had a lot of opportunities given to me in the music industry that I just threw away. How many of y'all heard Corn play? Y'all heard a DJ named Corn play? Good. He used to do kind of a Def Comedy Jam type of deal here in Atlanta. I was the first person who was offered the position as the DJ. And he recognized how messed up I was, so therefore I did not have the opportunity to do that anymore. You know, can you imagine what my career would be now? Whole different ballgame. But let's back up just for a second here. Okay, let's back up for that 1 second. Because I'm not going to sit here and tell y'all, you know, how glorious it was and all that. If I could change one thing in my life, and hear me loud when I say this, I would take that 1 second back. Because I'm 38 years old. I don't have a college education. Alright? I owe more on my house than it's worth. But every morning I get up and I know that I'm not going to use that day. Right? And I'm proud of that. Alright? This September 26th will be 6 years since I've touched anything. But what got me into Narconon was doing a whole lot of messing up. Now, I always had a job, always. So I always had a steady flow of income coming in. However, though, when you start spending more on drugs than you got for your bills, for your lights, whoever had the power cut off in their house? Not a fun thing, is it, right? I think about some of the crazy stuff, how crafty I was, you know, when I was doing this drug. Like, okay, I talk to my neighbor and I'll get them to hook my electrical outlet up in there, you know, run an electrical cord up to my neighbor's apartment. You know, so then I can plug in my refrigerator and my TV and think I'm living big when I've got no power on in my house. You know, I mean, it's the middle of winter, don't you? You got a question, Jerry? No? Okay. Alright. There'll be time for questions. But I'm thinking about it, I'm sitting in my room, man, and I'm like, I got no power in the rest of my house. That's nuts. You know, how am I going to shower? How am I going to do this? But that didn't matter. It didn't matter to me, because getting the high, that was the thing, was getting high. You know, no matter what I could do, I had to get high. And eventually got evicted from my house, started living from couch to couch to couch to couch to couch. And then finally, most of my friends got tired. You ever had that friend, like you try to help them a couple times, you know, and then they do the same thing again, and then the same thing again after that, and you finally get tired of it. You're like, man, why am I helping you? You know, you don't want my help, you just want to give out. And that's what I was doing. I was manipulating people. To the point where it all comes to a head at some time. For me, it really came to a head. It was about the beginning of September of 2003, and I had exhausted my last outlet. parents wouldn't have me home as long as I was using. And they knew. They're just waiting for that phone call. You know, my son's dead. And I'll never forget this as long as I live. My last true friend said, listen, man, you can't, I got a wife, I got a kid, you can't be living on my couch anymore. You gotta go. I'm like, well, I don't have any place to go. He's like, that's not my problem anymore. That is the most empty feeling a human being can possibly have when they have no one to turn to. Not family, not friends. The only thing that lived and breathed that I had to turn to was my dog, who rode through me through this whole mess. So at that point, I now had a suitcase, because I had sold everything else. I had a dog.